What a beautiful baby.
Absolutely, he just glows.
He's the light of the world that we've been seeking.
It's hard to believe that we're here celebrating the birth of the Savior. I'm just a lowly carpenter.
We're just simple shepherds, yet here we are, witnessing the beginning of a new world.
Well, we're kings, so obviously we totally belong here.
Everything changes now. This child will lead the people of God not only into a deeper communion with God, but with each other.
The world will never be the same.
Trying to imagine what the world will look like 200 years from now. The world will be filled with the light and the love that is promised in this child.
Just think how amazing it will be in 2,000 years.
The world would have been completely transformed by the life of this child. That transformation begins today. I wish I could see how the world will celebrate this day in the year 4000. Imagine the celebrations, the joy, the singing.
I don't know if you heard me a minute ago, but I'm a king.
Yes, we heard!
Yeah, well, I'm totally a king. I'm connected. You want to see how the world looks like in year 4000? Well, I know a guy.
Look at Josie.
There's no way this is the year 4000. Is it?
Hey, mister, I'm a king. Where'd you guys send us?
My guy is good. This is it. It has to be the year 4000. He said we needed to play it cool and try to fit in.
Excuse me. Excuse me. Hello?
Oh, sorry. Did you mean to turn off my cranial flicks?
Say what now?
Explain cranial flicks. Why?
Everyone knows what it is. Okay, well, back in the olden times, people could only enjoy movies, videos, and shows by watching it on a screen or a device of some kind.
The scientists discovered that there was a part of the human brain that could actually act as a direct receiver. So now we can experience movies and shows directly in our brains. No other equipment needed. This is a good one. Check this out.
That's funny. Oh my gosh.
I'm sorry, we have no idea what you're talking about. Can you just tell us what today is?
December 25th. I'm on my way to get a root canal. Been dreading this way for weeks.
Oh no! Your tree roots are going into your canal? That's the problem.
You're funny. Tree roots. I wish I had a tree. I'd be rich.
So you're telling me we don't have trees anymore? Just gone? No more? And a group of very rich people have cultivated a few and keep them in their private gardens where they're protected by guards? Okay, next you'll be telling me there's no water? Oh, really?
Sorry, we're confused. We thought maybe today was a special day.
Nope. Oh wait, I mean, it's known as Christmas Day, but I don't think that qualifies as special. I'm a teacher, and our school still closes for Christmas for some reason. I think we're the last one in the city though. Makes it a good day to get doctor's appointments out of the way.
Christmas? Could that have something to do with the birth of the Christ child?
Maybe.
So you've heard about Jesus.
Did he live in a barn with 3 wise guys who needed a light? Did they maybe wear something called Christmas sweaters?
What do you mean?
This guy cracks me up. I mean, I'm a king. I don't know if you know that or not, but no one, I mean no one, has ever called me wise.
I'm not sure we're talking about the same thing here.
We're looking for a day of celebration, the transformational birth of a Savior, the light of the world. Is there a special day like that?
You know, my grandmother used to tell us about how when she was little, Christmas was a day of celebration. They put up lights, sang songs. My grandmother made it sound pretty special. My sweet Nana. I haven't seen her in years. Oh, this makes me sad. Oh, what a beautiful baby.
He's pretty special.
Well, thank you. We won't trouble you anymore. I know you have some tree roots to dig out of your canal.
Shh! Don't even joke about digging up trees. We'll get arrested. Do you mind if I tag along wherever you're going? I just feel like I need to follow you for a while.
Of course, we all know exactly how you feel.
Let me just cancel my appointment. Done. Let's go.
Tell you about our new friends?
I'll start. They were so nice and funny. Mary, the only woman in the group, joked that she wanted a cup of water. Kind of a throwback to when water existed, I guess.
Yeah, she cracks me up. The whole group just had hydration pellets and super soy taco capsules. They didn't seem to be very hungry though. Honestly, they acted like they'd never seen concentrated food pellets before.
Tell them about the baby.
Oh my god, the baby. He was beautiful. He glowed.
We just couldn't look away. It was strange. He made me want to stay near him, so I asked if we could stay with them for a while.
They said they understood, that he makes everyone feel that way. So we're about to go and meet them at the senior center.
They wanted to talk to them about Christmas for some reason.
It is Christmas, really. Can we go? Like, we don't want to miss them.
Yeah.
Good evening. This all looks really beautiful. What are y'all doing?
We're celebrating something we old folks like to call Christmas. Have you heard of it?
A little bit.
Well, then you know more than most. It's an ancient celebration that fell out of fashion about 1,000 years ago.
It's a celebration of the birth of Jesus, Son of God and our Savior.
Wow!
His parents were traveling to Bethlehem, but there was nowhere for them to stay.
So a kindly innkeeper let them stay in his barn, so they could at least be warm and safe.
A bright star shone in the sky above, and 3 kings followed the star to find them and pay homage to Jesus, the King of Kings.
And an angel of the Lord appeared to shepherds in the field and told them of the good news, that in the city of David a Savior had been born, who is Christ the Lord.
Yes, that's it.
Why doesn't anyone celebrate Christmas anymore?
Well, back before the cataclysm.
I'm sorry, what?
Didn't your school teach you about cataclysm?
Well, maybe that's a story for another day.
Yes, not today. Anyway, before the cataclysm, people did celebrate Christmas. Everyone went to church, sang Christmas hymns, and spent Christmas Day with family.
People enjoyed special Christmas meals and gave gifts.
People decorated trees with lights, like this one here. Of course, that was back when trees still grew, so some folks even decorated real trees.
There were some people who were more interested in buying extravagant gifts than they were with the story of Jesus' birth.
Back then, there was something called social media. People used it to compete with one another over who spent the most money on Christmas gifts and vacations.
Of course, after the cataclysm, the whole world was changed. The story of Jesus' birth wasn't forgotten, but all the traditions and celebrations had died away.
A few hundred years later, some people tried to restart some of the old traditions. The Christmas tree, Christmas dinner.
I was just a toddler when it happened. It only lasted a few years. The old ways never took root again. The world changed too much.
Jobs took people farther away from their extended family. People grew isolated. Christmas never really returned. It turned into just another day.
Most people even stopped going to church on Christmas. All the old traditions finally died out for good.
We are going to church later, but it's only a few old people, the last ones who remember and celebrate the true meaning of Christmas. We will keep the hope and traditions alive for a little longer.
Thank you all for telling us about Christmas. We should probably be going.
Oh, what a beautiful baby. Do you have to go? Will y'all at least bring him by the church tonight, just for a little while?
We will. Thank you again.
I never dreamed how much the world would change.
The world is always changing, but Christmas should have remained a time of joy and hope.
Those kindly people are trying to keep that hope alive. I wish there was some way we could help them.
Good evening, folks. Is everything okay?
Well, thank you. We've just had a bit of a day. We're about to head home, I think.
Oh, okay, well, where's home?
It's far.
Oh, what a beautiful baby. Listen, if home is far, then maybe you shouldn't be traveling so late at night. We've got a little inn down the road, nothing fancy, but it's warm and safe.
That's so kind of you, but I don't know.
It's funny, when I saw the baby, it suddenly occurred to me that it's Christmas Day. I'm sure you've never heard of it, but I remember my grandfather telling me that on Christmas Day, you should always open your door to strangers. It's so weird. I hadn't thought about that in years. So what do you say?
How can we say no to such an offer? Thank you, yes.
It's just this way.
And that was the day that Christmas was reborn. The old folks welcomed the large group of strangers. The small flame of hope they'd carried in their hearts all this time grew and enveloped the crowd that had been led there by a tiny baby. They realized that they didn't have to have family travel from afar to celebrate the joy and wonder of Christmas. They could share it with anyone in their midst. In God's house, they were all family. They all shared a meal that night and many meals thereafter. It took a few years, but in time, Christmas once again became a joyous celebration of hope and love and wonder. And at the center, once again, was the birth of our Savior.